This was a very wholesome scene, but what the fuck is this? This threw me back with season 2 episode 2. Yo, what's up, TFM Nation? It's me, the TFM Monster here again. We're back with another video of Clash of the Elite Season 3 honest feelings and review. As much as possible, I'm not going into spoiler territory unless, you know, I can't keep my spoiler, content coming out of my mouth. But yeah, as much as possible, I'm keeping it like safe for anime viewers only, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing. And that is why when some people pointed out that the scene from episode episode 3, where Kamuro handed the beer to Ayanokouji, someone did say that the beer was like different, or the expiration date is, it's the same one, it's the same beer. I'm like, dude, stop with the spoilers. I'm not doing that. I'm like talking in an anime only perspective, kind of mixed in with light novel readers' perspective, but like, because obviously I'm gonna give my opinion as a light novel reader, but at the same time, I know there are anime only viewers out there that don't want to get spoiled, and that is why I'm keeping the spoilers to myself a lot of times, especially when I react. And yeah, that's why at the same time I didn't tell you guys on my previous reaction and honest feeling / review of Clash of the Elite Season 3 is that the one that's causing the rumor, the one that posted the rumors in the board, it's not Class A. Rather, it was done by Ayanokouji, because he planted everything. He planned it out. He intentionally made Hashimoto see him and Kei meeting up, and yeah, it played out perfectly, and yeah, that's why he's part of the rumor. Like, he's the one that did it. And so yeah, anyway, though, as much as possible, like I said, I'm going in like non-spoilery. I'm just telling you guys what's my honest feelings. I'm not going into the content as much, because I don't want to reread the volume like at all, especially right now. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. As I stated, volume 9 is done. It's officially over. Volume 9, Ichino's arc, is done. We finished off here with this illustration right here. Yeah, it's where Ichinosu gave Ayanokouji the Valentine chocolate, and it was a bit late, yeah, and yeah, she did it anyway. So, what is my opinion of this episode? What is my honest feelings? For starters, the title is the famous quote, "Fortune favors the bold." Honestly speaking, yes, that is true. Fortune favors the bold. However, a lot of times it's or not a lot of times, sometimes it doesn't work. Anyway, this one, I think they brawled here, like they fight it out, right? I don't know if I'm misremembering it. They completely skipped it, or more like they changed the scene. Yeah, they were like outside here in the illustration as well. Like, what? Yeah. Oh, they kind of did. Oh, yeah. They didn't prolong the scene. Okay. As I stated, my memories from this volume are totally vague. Like, I'm only remembering the parts that were very crucial. This in particular wasn't really that crucial. It wasn't really that important of a scene, but I'm glad they still included it, because it showed that these rumors are getting out of hand, and I'm glad that they at least showed it. And Hiyori is stepping up as the Class D leader after Ryuin stepped down. Okay? And that is why if you're seeing it as an anime only, you see Hiyori Shina here taking the step up, and yeah, she's now acting as the class leader from their class. And call her whatever you want, but Hiyori is an angel. Yes. I'm just straight up saying it to you guys, anime only viewers. Shina Hiyori is an angel, an innocent girl, just like Ichino's, like what you have seen here. But unlike in year 2, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on Ichino's in that part. But yeah, like I said, Ichino's after this volume here, she was my top 3 girl. Suzune wasn't even in my top 5. Like, to begin with, she wasn't even in my top 5 in year 1. Okay? Year 1 girls to me were Kei, Hiyori, Shina, Ichinose, Honami, Sakayanagi. 5th is Haruka. There you go. Suzune wasn't even in my top 5 in year 1.
What did he say?
Like, honestly speaking. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you guys will believe us light novel readers that Shina Hiyori here is a pure goddess. She is an angel. And yeah, as you saw here from Ichino's confession, she did a horrible crime. And okay, I'm gonna give you guys some context, or rather why this is such a huge crime.
Take a look at this!
People are belittling this crime. Like, they are like, what a small crime. It's not that big of a deal. Listen, do you live in Japan? Do you know what Japan is like? I'm gonna give you some context here. Have you seen Japan's crime rate? It's super low. If you know Japan, if you know their past, their history, okay? I don't want to dive into history, but I'm gonna make it brief. They've done horrible things in the past, okay? Like Japan. Wow. But yeah. But in a way, you know, they are like doing things strictly now, and they are very apologetic when it comes to small little things, you know, like even such a small mistake, small crime, they are apologizing so much. It's like they are repenting. Like they are like, because their crimes were so huge back in the day, in the history, you know. And here in the Philippines, we call them Hapon. Okay, Japan, Hapon. I don't want to say it, but yeah, they raped women in our country back in the day, okay, in history. After that history, like after that event, after that history, Japan has been very strict and has been very apologetic every single time. And as you can see now in Japan, they are literally, you know, very strict. Even a simple crime, a small crime, like it makes you apologize so much. If you were to be captured, you know, if you were to be in prison, your name is tarnished. Even your family, like your whole family included, is tarnished. People will gossip about you. Like, it's that big of a deal in Japan. The way Ichino's backstory is portrayed is very dark in Japan. In Japan, take note of that. In Japan, Ichino's backstory is super dark. Okay, it's not a small crime. It's a huge crime already. That's why she said it's an unforgivable crime. She's not exaggerating when she said that. I've seen posts, I've seen on Twitter, I've seen on my anime list, I've seen many people on YouTube as well that, or should I say social media in general, that they were like, oh, this is so lame, it's such a small crime. Like, why, like, what even is the point of this story being told? Like, it's such a small crime, it's just a theft. She just literally shoplifted for a hairpin. Like I said, if you know the policies and law in Japan, you'll get the full context as to why this is such a huge crime for Ichino's part. This backstory was portrayed better in the anime.
You serious?
I'm not exaggerating when I said that. this backstory right here has been portrayed so much better in the anime. You can feel the level of intensity. You can feel the drama. You can actually feel like the sense of guilt. As you can see on Ichinose's face, it's not a small crime. Plus, at the same time, if you've seen or if you've heard from Ichinose, the way she tells her story, her mom is literally working for the two of them, for her sister and for herself, for Ichinose, for Honami. Her mom is working so damn hard to the point that she overworked because her sister, Honami's sister, Ichinose's sister, asked. She wasn't the type of girl that requests for anything, but she did request one thing for her birthday, and that is the hairpin that her favorite idol wears. And so her mom, because the little sister doesn't really, like, she isn't really a spoiled brat, like, she's not the materialistic girl, like, she's rarely asking for something, you know, a gift. Of course you would want that for your child, because that's basically parents. My mom is like that. As a child, you know, requests, gifts, they're materials that are cherished, you know, to us kids, to us children. And plus, when you grow up, you'll come to realize that my mom, that my parents have worked so hard for this. It's a small thing, but you'll get to appreciate your parents more if you've analyzed it. Ichinose, her parents, they're not luxurious. Like, they don't have a luxury life. And their family is, like, very, you know, like, they were well raised. Honami was raised by her mom super good. She's a kind girl. She's a nice girl. And so is her little sister. But then you get to the point where Ichinose, Honami, to the point of this critical moment in her life where the hairpin is literally on sale for the last time, for the last chance. This is her last chance to buy this freaking hairpin. And it's the only one left. And it costs this much. Of course she'd want to get that because they can't afford it. And at the same time, she's at the point where she wants to be a good sister. She wants to be a good daughter. But at the same time, she didn't think of the consequences. She didn't think of what her mother would say, what her mother would think, because she committed a crime. Their family has been tarnished. It's a small crime. It may be a small crime to you, but it's a huge crime in Japan. Shoplifting, obviously, is a horrible thing to do. And especially, she shoplifted a very rare item. It's not a small crime. So if you're belittling this backstory of Ichinose, like, it's a small crime, like, it's not that big of a deal, what a disappointing backstory. Go live in Japan and shoplift. See for yourself. If you know RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., he's banned in Japan from what I know. He never went to the premiere in Japan because he was banned because of his past about, I don't want to say it, drugs, but yeah.
I go to Japan, so stoked. Iron Man's opening there. I'm like, dude, this is it. It's my walk of fame. I go there. I go, please, small problem with your passport. Links up to some incredible criminal activity. I'm like, yeah, but I'm told that, well, you did not make a claim of said activity. I was like, oh, look, I retired, my assistant. All right, we would like to interrogate you. I was like, interrogate? Fuck. Great. 6 hours later. Oh my God. Do you know the name? Well, the first infraction you had in 1995, I was like, you know what? It's hard for me to hold it because I've been arrested so many times. Because, right, we cannot allow you enter the country. They decide 6 hours later that I can come in to do the press. But I must please never come to Japan again.
Oh my God.
But he has improved himself. He has developed. He has changed. You know, he's matured. And he is continuing to improve. That's Robert Downey Jr. However, in Japan's case, if you have this crime, you're not welcome here. That's Japan. That's why committing a crime, even if it's a small crime to you, you're out. I'm defending the backstory of Ichinose right now, but like I said, if you've watched the whole rant about me, you know, saying the backstory is justified, then thank you. Because at least you would understand now, right? Because if you search in Japan's law, it's strict. It's very strict. So, yeah. But anyway, move on. Yeah, her backstory was portrayed so well. And, yeah. And people have complained that why is Honami Ichinose like not the same hair color as her mom and sister? I was like, imagine if their dad, were to be the same hair color as Ichinose, Honami. And that is why here in this scene, if you saw this, okay, if you've seen this, I dropped the book. As I stated, oh God, it's a bit damaged now. They've apologized so much to this store. Obviously, because it's a crime. And yeah, they don't want this to get publicized because their family would be tarnished. Like, they would have a bad reputation now. And Honami Ichinose is the one that caused it. And as for her mom, why did her mom act like this? Like, why did she slap her? Like, why did she cry? I'm like, it's basic common sense here. Why would your mom cry? Think about it. Your mom worked so hard for the both of you, and now you committed a crime. Think about it. She raised you so well. She thinks that she raised you so well, but you have committed a crime. Think about it. Wouldn't you be disappointed in yourself as a parent? Like, of course you would doubt yourself. What did I do wrong parenting my children? Why did she commit a crime? What did I do wrong for her to commit a crime? Think about it. Very well adapted. However, why did Ichinose already confessed her crime? Where is the build-up? That was my complaint. After this episode, I didn't say it, but yeah, that was so off-paced. I was like, what? I was like weirded out. I was like, wait, she's gonna confess already? That's why it's so weirded out. But then they adapted this scene of Ayanokouji talking to Ichinose. Okay, here's the thing. In the light novel, Ayanokouji was going back and forth daily to Ichinose's room. He keeps on checking on her, and she's not, welcoming anyone at all. Until one day, Ayanokouji just sat down there and waited for Ichinose to come out or let him come in. And then Ichinose spoke up behind the closed door. They were sitting literally behind closed door. That, like, to me, that was like so sweet, and at the same time, that was so romantic. In a way, that is so romantic, But in this anime, look at what they did here. They made it so dark. They made this like, I was like, whoa. That's why I was so shocked. Because they made it so dark. They made it so sinister. I was like, what? Don't get me wrong though. I love the direction. I love what they did here, but at the same time, we could have seen a romantic way of Ayanokouji and Ichinose talking to each other. Like, Ichinose finally confessing her crime to Ayanokouji behind closed door. Like, he was the one that shattered her heart, and she is the one that repaired it afterwards. To Ayanokouji, it's like, let it out. And that's what she did. Because if you're gonna keep it in, obviously, you're gonna break. At some point, you're gonna break. So it's better to release it than later. Release it now than later. I've been here in this situation many times, and I've broken down many times already. Like, I've let out so many emotions. I've let out anger, frustration, and yeah, because I bottled it in. Like, I bottled it in to myself. I never talked to anyone. I never opened up to someone. And Ichinose did that to Ayanokouji. She opened up to Ayanokouji behind closed doors. That's why, to me, when I was imagining it while reading it, to me, I was like, that was so romantic. Like, that is so sweet. You know, she's opening up to Ayanokouji. But this time, the anime made it so sinister and dark. As I stated, it's not bad. It's not horrible, but at the same time, it was so off-paced. And yeah, the anime made it seem like Ayanokouji is always welcome to Ichinose. But in the light novel, it is shown that Ichinose wasn't letting anyone come in to her room. No one, like, they keep checking on her, but she never let anyone in. This was shocking to me. That, like, I was weirded out. But then, yeah, I just I continued on, and yeah, that's why that was my only complaint. It was a minor nitpick from me, but overall, it was a great direction. Honestly, if you're gonna keep up the suspense, you had to do that, especially as an anime only perspective. That right there, like Ayanokouji's gamble there, that was thrilling. That was awesome to a lot of people, and I've seen the views, you know, like anime only's perspective, you know. I've seen their reception, I've seen their reactions. They enjoyed it, and they said that this is by far the best episode of this season. I was like, I'm not complaining there, and I'm at the same time, I'm not judging their opinion, because to me, this is by far one of the best episodes as well, as a light novel reader and as an anime watcher. People have also said that, oh god, what the hell? Get here. People have also stated that, I wonder if we're gonna meet Tsukishiro here. I was like, didn't Tsukishiro revealed himself in volume 10 at the end of volume 10? I was like, what? Because we're still in volume 9. This is just the declaration of war. Sakayanagi and Ayanokouji. This is just the calm before the storm. Like, literally, this is literally a build-up for their battle. As much as the build-up is, like, yeah, the next exam will battle it out. Sakayanagi and Ayanokouji. However, now that we're going to enter volume 10, that's not happening. That is not happening for now, because we are having a special exam in volume 10, which is not a competition for Sakayanagi and Ayanokouji. However, Sakayanagi can get rid of someone. That's so annoying. And have a special point to an individual in every class. So yeah, that's a clue. That's a hint for anime only viewers that are watching this video, if there are some. So yeah. So look forward to volume 10. That is why I'm so hyped for volume 10 right now, because volume 10 is one of the peakest light novel volumes I've ever read, because I never stopped reading volume 10 when I was first reading it, because the thrill, the suspense in this volume is just too damn good. I'm gonna give you some hints. Hirata's backstory. Yamauchi, Sakayanagi, Ayanokouji, and Suzune. That's the hints that I'm giving you, but that's it for this volume 9. Okay, now what do I think of it? They also did a special ED. Oh yeah, this one. I forgot to mention this. This scene in particular was for anime only viewers. They were like, what are they talking about? I was like, of course people would be confused. Ayanokouji negotiated to Kushida, or with Kushida. From what I remember, by the way, I didn't read this, by the way. I didn't reread it, by the way. From what I remember in Volume 9, the way they negotiated Kushida and Ayanokouji, I think they audio recorded their conversation so that they won't betray each other. I don't know if I'm misremembering it or was it in year 2, but yeah, they had a negotiation, and their negotiation is Ayanokouji will use Kushida's information from their class and others' class, other classes, and spread rumors. Ayanokouji is the mastermind there. And so, how did Ayanokouji posted those rumors in the boards? He reached out to Kiriyama senpai, which is the vice president of the student council right now, the one who is against with Nagamo, and that is siding with Horikita senpai, Manabu. So they negotiated, and at the same time, Ayanokouji used Kiriyama senpai. So yeah, and then it's this scene. This illustration right here in particular is this shot right here. People were upset about this. I was like, it's not bad. But it could have been better, though. It could have been a lot better. In the light novel, it's so much better. Honestly, it's so much better. Obviously, light novel is so much better. But in the anime, what I gotta give props is the backstory. The adaptation of the backstory of Ichinose was so much better in the anime than the light novel. I'm not lying when I said that, okay? I'm not lying because that is a fact. Okay? They also did that with Kushida's backstory in season 2. If you guys don't remember, and I don't think people would consider that as a great episode because it's Kushida's story, but if you're a light novel reader, you would think and you would also say that, oh wow, Kushida's backstory was so much better in the anime. It's way better. Like, it's way better portrayed in the anime. And so is Ichinose's backstory. Right now, Studio Lurch is adapting backstories so much better than actually Classroom of the Elite, like the Elite Advanced Nurturing High School. They're cutting out so much content in the Advanced Nurturing High School content than their backstory. Their backstory have so much justice than the school competition, exams, etc. itself. Yeah. Studio Lurch adapted Ichinose's backstory once again so much better than the light novel, just like what they did with Kushida. The visuals helped with the backstory as well. That is why I say that with 100% certainty that the backstory in the anime are way better portrayed than the light novel. So if you guys are confused, yeah, Ayanokouji is the one behind the rumors with Kushida's information. Also, by the way, that negotiation with the information of Kushida, Ayanokouji promised that he would transfer his points, half of his points, every time he earns a point. Half of the points that he earns will be given to Kushida every time. So, yeah, that's what Ayanokouji did, and yeah. And then we got a special ED, Fixer, by Yui Ninomiya, the one who did the ED as well. We got a special ED for Ichinose's episode again? Yeah, as well. There you go, that's the word. And yeah, this was a very wholesome scene, but what the fuck is this? I was like, what? I pointed this out in the my anime reaction. I was like, what? This threw me back with season 2 episode 2. I'm sad to say that. Like, this threw me off. I was like, what? This looks so weird. But if we don't account that, look at this. This is so much better. Blu-ray fixed that. We all have to rely on Blu-ray once again. And then we got a cute moment of Ichinose giving the Valentine's chocolate to Ayanokouji. And from what I remember, and from what she said, Ichinose only gave a chocolate to Ayanokouji and to no one else. Like, Ayanokouji is the only person that she has given a chocolate to. That speaks a lot, because you know that Ichinose is falling in love with Ayanokouji. The way she's acting right now, and because Ayanokouji is the one that helped her, confessing her crime, letting it all out, and then stepping outside her dorm, her room, and this time confessing her crime wholeheartedly, and yeah, without breaking her emotions, her character. And that's what Sake and Agi wanted, for Ichinose to confess her crime and break down. But she didn't get that. That's why her voice, Sake and Agi's voice there, was like breaking, because she didn't get what she wanted. Ichinose breaking her own character, because Ayanokouji was a step ahead. Overall, this episode, sorry for the long video. This was a long video. I didn't even realize. Yeah, I was explaining a lot. But yeah, because this is the conclusion of Volume 9. That's why I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and prolong the video. Even though I don't have many complaints about this episode. But yeah. Anyway, this episode, I would say, is a 9 out of 10. It's not an exaggeration. My only complaints is the inconsistencies, once again, in animation quality, art style quality, and then the pacing issues with the build up, the way Ichinose is going to confess her crime. Like how did we go from a classroom crisis, or like first time visiting Ichinose when she was sick, and then next episode she confesses her crime.
What?
Where the hell is the build up? Right? Like, yeah. But overall though, at least they adapted 80% of the book. Unlike Volume 8, it's like 40% of the book that's been adapted. Overall, Volume 9 as a whole, adaptation wise, is an 8.5 out of 10 for me. I think I gave 8 out of 10 on Volume 8. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for Volume 9. Because this is the shortest volume, by the way, out of all the books that Studio Lurch is going to adapt in Season 3. This is the shortest one, and they gave it a 3-episode adaptation. I was like, what? I was literally surprised by that, because they prolonged the Valentine's Day, and yeah, they gave us fan service for K. I'm not complaining about that. It's just that, you know, I hope it's not wasted, because the way year 2 is going, I feel like it's going to be wasted. But we'll see, though. We'll see. We cannot predict what Kinugasa Sensei is cooking. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Overall, like I said, 9 out of 10 for this episode in particular. And Volume 9's adaptation as a whole is an 8.5 out of 10. The lack of the animation quality, art style quality, and some of the pacing issues are my only nitpicks, my minor nitpicks and complaints, and at the same time changing sceneries, you know. However, direction wise, that was great for a thrill suspense anime. That's a great direction right there. Yeah, I'm not complaining about that. It's just a minor nitpick from me, but yeah, I would have at least seen the iconic door scene from Ichinose and Ayanokouji. It's like basically saying the rooftop scene from Ayanokouji versus Ryuen, but we didn't get that. We instead get the construction fight scene. However, like I said, the construction fight scene in Season 2 was great. It was a great direction right there. It was a great change of scenery, because you can feel the ominous vibes, you know, the suspense there. And that's that's the Classroom of the Elite. You know, that's what Classroom of the Elite is supposed to be. The suspense there, the thrill, the psychological right there. And the psychological here hits as well with Ichinose. And the drama, finally some drama, because that's one of the main genres of Classroom of the Elite, drama. Yeah. Drama, psychological, and thriller / suspense. So, yeah. Anyway, that is it for now though. Sorry for the long video, because I just wanted to dive deeper with some of people's complaints about Ichinose's backstory, like it's small crime, and then other stuffs like I had to explain Japan's policies, law, in short, because if I explain it a lot, it'll be longer of a video. It'll be an essay. Some complaints from the light novel readers as well. What also ticked me off was that some people said that this adaptation of the backstory was fairly good. I was like, it's even better than the light novel. What are you on about? Anyway, yeah, like I said, great adaptation, but I wouldn't say it's the best adaptation. I think, yeah, after season 3, I'm going to rank every volume adaptation of Classroom of the Elite first year arc. I guess you might be surprised about some of the things I'll pick. So yeah, anyway, look forward to that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.